Contra. I've gone to school here 15 years, I think, and I'm going to start out and just share a piece of advice. So I just wanted to say, over the years of high school, I've really learned that it's really important not to stress, and that you can push yourself so much farther than you think you can do. Like, a lot of times, like, I didn't want to, like, do school and sports, and I didn't think I had the ability, and then my parents really pushed me to do it, and, like, I would waste so much time stressing and not doing it, or whatever, and, like, stressing just can be such a waste of time because it hurts, like, what you're doing, because, like, you're stressing, and, like, it's just a waste of time to think about it and not want to do, and you could just be, like, doing it. So this year, I've really learned that if you just, like, take a deep breath, like, and I would, like, pray and be like, God, please help me to relax. Like, I know I have a lot coming, but then, like, and then I just, like, relax, and then I just do it, and, like, you know, everything always just works out, and it's just so much better if you don't stress, because you just, like, relax, and it's, like, chill. Okay.
I'm Davis. I'm in school here maybe 10 years. I'm going to be talking about or giving advice on missions with Casey. So there's a lot of opportunities to get in the mission field, not like only foreign missions, but also missions or service through NHS or ROB or YMSL or NCL or just different evangelical things going on at Prince of Peace. I've been to Peru. Casey's been to Peru. Grant has been to Peru. Hannah and my sister have been to Romania. Sandy's gone to Guatemala. Courtney and Zach have gone to Haiti. So there's a lot of foreign missions you can do that are awesome and really eye-opening and put a lot of things into perspective. And Casey will talk about the stuff you can do here.
Well, I'm Casey, and I've known Casey for 15 years. So yeah, if you ever have an opportunity to like go serve, like go, like don't be afraid. Because there's so many awesome opportunities, like not only like foreign or like overseas, like also like just in Dallas or like in Texas, like there's so much hurt within our own like home. Also, charity work is very rewarding and looks great for college, by the way. Okay, yeah. So mission really puts your own life into perspective because you see how the other half lives, and it's really eye-opening, and it puts your life like out there, and it's just very cool to see how God can use everyone. And yes, go on missions, go serve.
Hi, I'm Savannah. This is my third year of Prince of Peace, and I'm going to talk about being grateful. Okay, so I know going to a small school, a lot of us get like really frustrated with, I don't know, people or teachers or anything, but I was looking back on that the other day, things that I would like complain about, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, how blessed am I to go to a school where all the teachers care about you and love you and want you to do great things and want you to succeed. And I know that sometimes they might give us a hard time or like expect more out of us, but in the end, that's helped me so much more. It's helped me grow as a person and through my relationship with Christ. And I don't want you all to, I guess, take anything for granted, because there are so many people that would love to go to school as great as Prince of Peace and that just don't have the opportunity. So we all need to thank God every day about how blessed we are.
I couldn't agree more. I'm Courtney, and I've been here for 12 years now. And like walking down the hallways to get to my classes, I think about that like almost every day. I just think about how blessed we are. We're in this facility right now that, you know, it's just, we're so blessed with everything that we have. And looking back on my high school career, I guess, I almost wasn't able to come here for high school. I thought I was going to have to go to public school to start freshman year. And like my first thought was, oh my gosh, my friends, like, I'm not going to know anybody. I was freaking out. But it worked out that I was able to come back, and I've been here for 4 years now. Like, God's provision is just so great that wherever He wants you, He's going to put you there for a purpose. And like every single one of us are here because He wants you here. And every interaction that you have throughout your day with your friends, with your teachers, they're all planned out by God and for a purpose. So I really would just challenge you, freshman your next 4 years, and just to be intentional about your conversations and your actions, and just realize that God's using you in whatever you're doing, and to just do it all for His glory.
My name is Jason. I've been here for 15 years, which is too long. But my advice that I'm going to try to kind of impart to you today is that you're going to learn more from your failures than you are your successes while you're here at Prince of Peace. And I think, man, did I fail a lot my senior year. I'm not just talking about like calculus or anything like that, but I failed sometimes with my conduct at times, with relationships I failed. I backed into a Jaguar. My car's fine, don't worry. But I think it's through those kind of experiences that you grow. It's when you're tested that you essentially get to know what you're made of. And there's a verse in James that I wanted to read that says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of any kind, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you shall ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." This second semester, there's a quote that Dr. Schimmelfennig's been telling us a lot throughout the year that says, "Good judgment comes from experience, and good experience comes from bad judgment." That's not an encouragement to go out and make bad decisions, but I think my prayer for all of you going out, now that I have hindsight, I feel old saying that, because I've been through high school, but high school is a time when you're going to make a lot of mistakes. But my prayer for all of you is that you would have the boldness to try new things without being afraid of making mistakes. And then when you make those mistakes, you would have the courage to own up to them, and then finally the wisdom to learn something from them.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I've been going to Prince of Peace for 12 years. And so, I've done basketball, volleyball, and track all throughout my high school career. And except for at the end of basketball season, I got hurt, and I had been hurt all high school, and so it was a really big bummer. And I was really frustrated, and I had to get surgery, and so I was out for track season. I wasn't able to compete my last year of track, which was really frustrating because I love the girls and I love competing. And so it gave me a lot of time to just have thinking time, and I was able to do things that I wouldn't have been able to do if I was going from practice to practice. And so one thing I noticed is I've taken time to have more friendships and reconnect with old friendships that I haven't been able to do if I was doing all my sports, and so that's been great. And then also, I know Ms. Swanson talks about freshman year having a grace place, and so I didn't ever, I had my room, that was great, but I really, once I had time, since my knee and everything, I just had found Arbor Hills, and so I know a lot of people go there, but I finally found my grace place, and I think having a quiet time is really important. If you want to strengthen your faith in God, just that quiet time is the most important thing. And so, taking my dog to Arbor Hills is my favorite thing now. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was so focused on sports all the time. So I just encourage y'all to do that. And also to the people that have injuries, because I know we have a lot of injuries in our high school right now, is just God has a plan for you, and maybe He's just using you in a different way than you thought.
Hi, I'm Haley, and I've been going to school for 8 years. I'm going to talk about being bold with your actions, and not even just being bold with your actions, but being bold with your actions for God and how that can affect other people. So I'm going to tell you a story about how I started really getting on fire for God and realized how important it really is of what Jesus has done for me on the cross, so that I can have eternal life with Him one day. On my very first mission trip ever, it was also a youth gathering, which is an extended night of worship, all the time, and so it's awesome. And it was my first time ever going, and the first song played, and we were sitting down and everything, and there's this guy that came from the back, and he
ran to the front, and he was a high school student, and he had his hands in the air, and he was singing loudly, and he was the only one at the front dancing, just praising God, and I saw that, and I thought, wow, I want that same fire that he has. It might not be in my personality to be that bold and to go up and dance and be all by myself like that, but I want that same fire. And like it really encouraged me and impacted me to seek that out and try to find that. And through this, like when I came back to school and everything, like I've gotten more involved like, with Raw and with praise and worship class and stuff. And so if it wasn't ever for that kid that I don't know what school he goes to, I don't know his name, I don't know anything, but if I never had that experience and I didn't see that fire that he had for God, like it wouldn't have impacted me. So I encourage you always to be bold with your actions and to glorify God whenever you do it.
All right, my name's Pat. I've been here for 8 years as well. The past 3 days, I've been very convinced that I was going to talk to you guys about 15 different things. And so about 10 minutes ago, I still had no idea what I was going to talk to you about. So one of the things that has really been a big deal to me this year as a senior, this year's been the most memorable for me for sure. Things that haven't gone my way, whether it's football season ending early or calculus, whatever it is, there's lots of things that haven't gone my way, but there's also tons and tons of things that I'm going to remember forever. Relationships, classes, friends, just there's so much stuff. And so the thing that God really laid on my heart last night, and what I really realized today is what I'm going to talk to you guys about, is just kind of like Haley was saying, be intentional, and to take advantage of every single opportunity you have, because every day you live here is the last time you're going to get to live that day. Every time you go to second period on March 23rd, that's the last time you're ever going to get to do that. So don't waste time. Don't waste an opportunity. I have a quote for you guys. I really don't know who this is, but it was good for me. So it says, "A lifetime isn't forever, so take the first chance. Don't wait for the second one. Because sometimes there aren't second chances. And if it turns out to be a mistake, so what? That is life. A whole bunch of mistakes. But if you never get a second chance at something, you didn't take a first chance at it. That's true failure." And that just really hit me. There's a lot of things that I regret or that I wish I had done. And I really don't know how to impart this to you guys being underclassmen, but I just want you guys to take advantage of the things you have, the opportunities you have. Don't throw away friendships or opportunities to go out and compete at something for superficial, temporary things. Make memories, cherish them. Memories in high school will last you forever. Friendships will last you forever, so take advantage of them and don't waste them. Sorry. Okay, this was supposed to be Hannah's topic. I gave it to her and then I stole it all from her, so.
Okay, mine's kind of feed off of his. This year has really been an amazing year. I mean, I don't understand how the friendships that I've made through this entire year have impacted my life so much. I mean, every single one of you seniors and everyone in the high school. I don't know everyone really well, but you know, seeing everyone's faces each and every day really is encouraging, and the smiles that everyone has, and seeing people encourage other people, that's really impacted me. And one thing that I really tried to focus on this year is the same thing. God is not wasting the time that we have left. You know, it really hits you senior year when you only have a year left and you look back on your life and you realize, where did the time go? When they tell you it goes by fast, it goes by so fast. I can't express that enough. And I really just encourage y'all to treasure the person that's sitting right next to you. Treasure everything that you go through each day. It's not just, don't go through the motions each day. Treat each day as if something that you're going to do that day is never going to happen again, and you want to make the most of it. And don't let silly fights that you have with friends or like coworkers at work and teachers and all that kind of stuff, just don't let that get taken personally, and really just make the most of what you have left, because I know all of us sitting up here are just baffled by the fact that we only have 6 days left. And we're really going to miss all of y'all, and just believe us when we say that we cherish you and we really love all of you.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and I've been here for 13 years. What I would tell you guys is just like, forgive each other.
Hannah and I have been friends since first grade, and like we've gotten in stupid fights. But I know like if I didn't forgive her, she didn't forgive me. Like we wouldn't still have the relationships that we have. Like I know I can go to her for anything, and it's just really important to forgive your friends. I've hurt her. I was bullying her in kindergarten, and we were actually really mean to her. Sorry, man. But if she hadn't forgiven me for that, like, I mean, you are gonna miss out on so much memories and stuff with your friends if, like, you can't forgive them.
Hi, I'm Jeff, and I've been here for 13 years. And when I think about what I had to say, I want to think about like how hard is high school, like what keeps your faith going through high school, or what even gives it faith in the first place. And the thing I really came to is that like we don't have faith in ourselves. Like we can't do anything that can keep us going throughout all of high school. It's really difficult to just lean independent entirely on yourself. But then you realize that your faith is in the faithfulness of God and how God is always there for you no matter what, and that like you are going to fail, but then God's always going to come through in the end. And that's how you're going to have faith in the first place.
Hi, I'm Whitney, and I've been at POPCS for 15 years, and something that I've really learned throughout high school is just you have to keep working hard at something you love. So during sophomore year on the drill team, we had 4 teammates at one time, and it just seemed really easy to just kind of give up and just kind of end the team because it really wasn't working. But just because the 4 girls that we had so much passion and love and for what you do, and we worked hard, we had a team of 22 this year, and that's just something that I've really seen God through, and just love having that memory, and just know that everything you do, just work hard at it and show as much passion you do, because it's very rewarding.
Hi, my name is Lindsay, and this is my 4th year here at POPCS, and I want to talk to you about speaking life. And the Bible verse that goes with this is that the death and life are in the power of the tongue. And this is a virtue that isn't really spoken about because it's not like important. It's just like, oh, it's encouraging. Oh, I'm just being kind to this person. But speaking death over someone is making fun of them. It's saying that they're stupid. It's saying that they're not worth anything. And many people have told me this throughout my life because I have dyscalculia and I can't add, I can't subtract. I'm on a 2nd grade math level, and that is totally fine, and I'm totally perfect with it. And because I have the power of Christ in me, because He lives, and so I get to speak life into other people who struggle with this and who are hurt by words that other people say. Just remember that words can make or break a person. They're little baby things, but they can make or break a person, and that is something that it's not going to just leave you here in high school, it's going to be your entire life. If you speak bad to a coworker, oh, you're out of there quickly, and you need to learn how to encourage and to be kind to one another.
My name is Tori, and I have been here 4 years, and what I was wanting to speak about is taking off the mask you put on. And I have a tendency to put on this mask and pretend like everything is okay, and that I'm smiling, happy all the time. But that's not the case. I have gone through many situations in my life, and to name a few is my mom has muscular dystrophy. And so basically that means that her muscles deteriorate. And so it's really hard dealing with a mom that you know is very, very sick. But she was my biggest fan, and I couldn't ask for a better mom. And also my parents getting a divorce was very difficult in my life, and I know that there's many students here that have that same situation. And it just goes on and on, where it was just a snowball effect of even this year and last year, just a snowball effect of things just happening, and I just wanted to give up and say, you know, God, why am I doing this? And I put the mask on and not wanting to let people in. And I'm that kind of person who's like, hey, if you want to talk, like I'm here to listen, but if Lindsay comes up to me like, Tori, are you okay? I'm like, girl, I'm fine. Like I don't need to talk to you, I'm fine. But that's not what it's the case. I have this anger and this hatred and this sadness inside of me that I try to put away, and like where people can't see, to see that I'm okay. when in real cases I'm not and I need to speak to someone, I need to express my anger, express my hatred, express the sadness that I have, and getting an accountability partner and getting someone that you can talk to and to speak to who truly loves you and who will pray with you is the biggest thing that's ever helped me throughout this year. And expressing yourself and things that you love to do. And when I'm on this stage and when I'm singing, that mask is off. That mask is not on. And I glorify the Lord in everything that I do, in any music and anything that I do. And that's the time that I can take off that mask. And I just encourage you, in 1 Peter 5:7 it says, cast all your anxieties onto the Lord because he cares for you. And that verse I saw on a billboard and I was just like, that is the most powerful thing, that anything that you go through, he's right there beside you. His love, and if it's his love through a friend, if it's love through a teacher, just to find that accountability partner, because it truly does make a difference in your life and you truly can get through hard situations.
Hi everyone, my name is Ryan. I've been here for 12 years now, and I'm going to talk about self-image. All of us are broken and we are lost because we haven't found our final place, which is ultimately heaven. And I've viewed myself as extremely broken lately. I've dealt with depression, and I came across this quote, and it says, "You're not here to fill space or be a background character in someone else's movie. Consider this, nothing would be the same if you did not exist. Every place you've ever been and everyone you've ever spoken to would be different without you. We are all connected and we are all affected by the decisions and even the existence of those around us." There are over 7 billion people on this earth, and probably thousands and millions of trillions that have died before us, and each and every single one of us are completely different from everyone else. And God didn't put us on this earth to imitate someone, or God put us on here to be who we are and to love each other and not tear ourselves down, because we are our own worst enemy. And if I can just say one last thing, is to never forget God's love for you, because it's never ending.
I'm Brett Thorburn. I've been going to Prince of Peace for 3 years now. It's hard to follow up everyone here, but just like they've been saying, everyone here has had problems and issues over the past few years, and if you think you're alone, you're wrong. And the great thing about Prince of Peace is that you are able to talk openly with everyone about these things. And it's also a great way to mold yourself, both academically and spiritually. My faith has grown a lot since I've been here. I've experienced a different school system, a different group of friends, and I've just learned so much from being here. I've gained a lot of discipline in my work, and I feel like I'm ready to move on now to college. And I just ask that all of you take advantage of all your opportunities given to you to be on sports teams, to be in National Honor Society. It's very important that you have this experience for college, because once you leave this school, it is a rough world out there, but there's also beauty. And you'll be able to experience more of that if you prepare yourself and you have faith in God.
Hey guys, I'm Katie Harrington. I've been here for 13 years. And I just want to talk to you about being yourself, and they're kind of touching on like what Tori and Ryan were saying. And it's just, I wasted so much time trying to be what I thought other people wanted me to be, and trying to be like the best friend for this person, or the best person for this person. And I wasted so much time worrying about what other people thought of me than just trying to be myself. And once I finally stopped trying to be what others wanted me to be, I realized I liked myself a whole lot better, and that I enjoyed life more.
Hey guys, I'm Noelle, and I've been here for 3.5 years. And my first 2 years of high school, I was new, and I had never been to private school before, and I was like, wow, this is weird. And so I tried to fit in, and I did what I thought other people wanted me to do. And I didn't like that very much. I mean, I always felt like I had to do what other people thought I should do. And then I'd just go home, and I was like, what am I living for? And then in my final 2 years of high school, I started branching out and doing what I wanted to do. And I realized that God made you to be you. And this is cheesy, but like, there's no one else that's going to do you, so you've got to do it.
denying this is the world of someone who's valuable to you. And you just have to remember that you can inform, but also just don't forget to use your talents to better the world. God's work.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew. I've been going to Prince of Peace for like 11 years or something like that. I just wanted to give a short word to the underclassmen. I encourage you guys to reach out to the upperclassmen for advice or just simply for a friend. And I also really want to encourage the upperclassmen to embrace the underclassmen. Don't just push them away because they're freshmen. I've met some pretty cool freshman guys, and I really love y'all. I'm going to miss y'all. So cherish all these friendships and love one another just as Jesus loved you.
Hey guys, my name is Robert. I've been going here for about 8 years, and I wanted to talk about getting involved with school. When I'm in high school for 4 years, I haven't really done anything outside of just going to class, and I would advise getting involved in things such as sports and whatnot, because I go to the senior nights for softball and baseball and stuff, and I can see all the friendships that people have made, and I haven't really done something like that, and it's nice to get to see everyone through every single grade, freshman, sophomore, junior, all become friends just off something like that. And this year I chose to join drama, and it's been one of the best decisions that I've ever made in high school. I've met friends that I never thought I'd be acquainted with, and it's nice going to school every day and going to that class, not only to act or play a sport, but to also enjoy the friends that I've made. So.
Hey guys, I'm Zach. I've been going to Prince of Peace for 2 years, and one thing I've been terrible at is time management, and it's just not been much on point. And I advise you guys to figure out a way, I guess, to just figure out your own schedule and everything lined up. It's jumped up a lot. And most importantly, I struggled with studying for tests and stuff. And one major thing that happened was I made the dumb decision of actually going out and cheating on a test. And I advise you not to do that firsthand. It's not a fun experience because no one's back about you. So.
Hi, my name is Katie, and I've been at Prince of Peace for 7 years. I was going to talk to you guys about being passionate about the things that you do, but I feel like God has laid something on my heart to really speak to you about. Please just be compassionate for other people and the things that they are going through. Last year I had a really hard time towards the end of the year, and if it weren't for 3 or 4 of my friends that were so compassionate for me, I don't know if I would have gotten through it the same. And they helped me get out of that and just be myself and be happy again, and they did so much for me. So I'd like to encourage you guys to be compassionate for other people, whether that's just listening to what somebody else is going through or just trying to understand and help them. It means the world and it can change somebody's life.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I've been here for 14 years, and I'm going to talk to you guys about family and just how important it is, because it's really important to me. So I guess I'll start with this one girl that I know. She told me one time, she's like, hey, you get along really well with your family, right? I'm like, yeah, and she was like, wow, that's really nice. And she looked really sad, and I was like, that's kind of weird, do you not get along with your family like that? That was just so strange to me because my family is so close, and so, I don't know, I just think it's really sad if you're not close to them and stuff, because ultimately that's who you're going to be with the rest of your life. And yeah, friends are great, and I love my friends, and they're super fun or whatever, but throughout my high school career, I've spent a lot of time with my family, and just mainly because I know that I'm going to be going to college next year, and so this is my time to be with them, because after now, it won't be the same. And so yeah, even some friends would be never go out. I'm like, oh, it's my family, they're so fun. So yeah, and I think the reason that we get along so long is because we talk to each other about absolutely everything, and whenever we have a really big problem, I guess it's kind of personal, but we all go into my mom's room and we all get up on the couch in the bed, and we all start like talking or whatever, and we cry and we scream. Like, just you have to let it out, and you have to tell them what you feel because like they need to know. And yeah, and also I guess all of y'all know that I have a little sister. She's 2 years old, and she came at a very like tough and random time, and like honestly, it was like the greatest blessing that could come to our family because it just brought us more together. Because it was, I guess, so it was like a very like hard time for her to come, I guess, and like through like all the problems, like we would just stick together and like I said, like talk and cry together, and yeah, so it brought us together a lot more, and I love to nail it to that. So.
Hello, I'm Will. I've been principal these past 10 years, but my last 4 years in high school, I've noticed something in our high school which happens way too much, and that is drama. Yeah, like some of the things I hear about, like why do you waste your time? Like, can't you do something else? So what goes through my head is, I don't even know, it blows my mind. So I like to keep it short and sweet because I don't want to be too dramatic about it, but it's a waste of time. Your time in high school will go by faster than you think. So I just want to encourage you to spend your time in more productive ways and ways that you awaken yourselves.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I've been at Prince Peace ever since 8th grade, and I mean, it's just flown by. I can't believe it. So, I mean, I only have like 3 days of school left, thanks to the senior skip day and track. So. But with that said, I've had some experience in high school, and I mean, as underclassmen, I guess I just want to say they'll be faced with some tough times where you might be led into not being yourself or doing bad things or something, and that might bring you away from your relationship with Christ. But in high school, it's not what God wants for you. He wants you to grow closer to Him and to bring others to Him and bring Him glory. And I just want to encourage y'all to do that now, not when you're done with high school, or when you're done with college, or when you're finally married or something, but right now, because that's what He wants to do. And I wanted to share with you a verse, Colossians 3:23 and 24. I remember it. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters, as you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ your servant. And I mean, one day we're all going to look forward to being with God in heaven, and like it's just so marvelous, and we should just think about that instead of the frivolous thing we're going through now in high school. And yeah, we should just keep that in our minds and remember to live for Him.
Hey guys, I'm Matt. I've been here for 2 years. I have ADHD, so I can't actually sit anymore. I'm sorry, I have to walk around a little bit. So, okay, but so I'm just going to bring it back to the beginning of the year for you guys and talk about what we talked about at the retreat, which is the whole dream big. And I heard a lot about, from some of you guys who are talking, that you guys didn't really like that whole, you didn't like that thing, a lot of you, because you were talking about how, well, your dream might not be godly. But I'm going to explain to you guys that if it's a dream that is truly accomplishable and you can do it without God, then you're not dreaming big enough. If you really want to dream big, you need God. And I'm just going to talk to you guys just really quickly about the dream that I've had since 2nd grade. And that's me becoming a Marine. For most of you that know even a little bit about me, you just need about 5 minutes with me, I'll tell you I want to be a Marine. So, you all know. But, so, and then in middle school I found out that, about this scholarship that the Marines can give, called the ROTC scholarship, which they send you to college and when you get out you become a Marine officer. So then that's what I was wanting to do. And then when I got to high school, I fell in love with the University of Minnesota, which you guys know. And then So then my dream for the entire high school was I want to get an ROTC scholarship to Minnesota, and when I graduate, I want to become a Marine. So, and I just want to take you guys a little bit through this year. It has been a roller coaster ride for that to come true. And I'm just going to talk about something that is a total God thing that happened really recently. So as most of you guys have known me for at least most of the year, and these glasses are very new. I mean, I'm sure some of you noticed, some of you haven't. But the reason that I had to wear glasses, I'm just going to be real honest with you guys, is I got disqualified from the scholarship that I earned. I got it in December, and about a month ago, I got a letter after a physical that said, your vision is not correctable to 2020, which is a requirement from the Marine Corps, we're disqualifying you. I mean, it was the most heartbreaking thing. I went to my room and I sobbed, because it's been my dream for 11 years, and I had it, and then they took it away. But there was a waiver that I can try to go through, a waiver process. And so that's what I was going to do. So I went to an eye doctor for a second opinion, and he gave me the same thing, you're not correctable to 2020. And I said, okay, what can I do to get correctable to 2020? He says, okay, so we're going to give you glasses. I haven't worn glasses since elementary school. They told me I got a patch. I got a patch on my right eye so that my left eye can get better. And you know, I haven't done that since like 3rd grade. But so I did that, and you know, it sucked. I hate wearing glasses. I hate patching, but I did it. And just 2 weeks later, and both doctors told me, you know, there's not really a prescription out there that can get your left eye to normal. I went back just this last week, and he said, we got you back to 2020. That doesn't happen